So the story begins with three high school boys. Adam is a brown-skinned teenage boy and is friends with James and Kent. James is an average black teen and Kent is white with black hair. It is a normal day. The three friends go to cafeteria after finishing up their classes and discuss the usual. They laugh and joke and everything appears as normal at first, but things are about to turn nightmarish real quick. All of a sudden a pitch black darkness covers the sky and it becomes night time at 3 p.m. at noon. Everyone is afraid and worried, and a lot of people, including the boys, head out on the street to find out what's causing this mysterious event. Some people are calm because they think it's some sort of scientific phenomenon that will be explained later on TV or internet. Adam notices that there are practically no stars in the sky. It's pitch black. The environment is being brightened only by artificial lights like street light and flashlight. Suddenly, some people notice some strange black figures approaching them from afar. When these figures get closer, it can be seen that they are humanoid in shape, but they are completely black and faceless. These figures are walking on both their hands and feet together like a four legged animal, but they have hands on their legs too. There's a pack of these creatures coming towards them, and their movement speed is very fast. We'll call these creatures the Black One for the rest of the story. They run towards a man, and one of the black ones catches him. The man is young and looks quite powerful, and he struggles with all his might but cannot break free from the black one's hold. The creature's pitch black, faceless head divides from the middle, revealing a large mouth with razor sharp set of teeth, and it bites the man's head off. All the people there who witnessed this gruesome scene start to panic and run. The black ones also start chasing and killing them all around town. The boys also run back inside the cafeteria, and the three of them quickly hide behind the counter. They see that the cashier girl is also hiding there. The television in the cafeteria is broadcasting news about the strange midday night that appeared everywhere on Earth and the strange creatures that followed the darkness. The volume of the TV is loud, and all of them are worried that it might attract the creatures outside. The girl tries to turn off the TV using the remote control, but she accidentally drops it on the ground near her. Then suddenly the ground shakes, and a creature that looks like a worm pops out, swallows the girl whole, and then disappears back into the ground. We'll call this creature the worm for the rest of the story. Kent starts to panic, but Adam immediately puts his hand on Kent's mouth to stop his shrieking. Adam tells him that he noticed that the creature only came out when the cashier girl dropped the remote control and made vibrations in the ground. It must be attracted to vibrations. The three boys then quietly made their way to the first floor of cafeteria to avoid the ground. From the first floor window, James looked down on the street just to find out that another strange creature that looks like a dinosaur but is running on four legs is chasing and killing people in the street. We'll call it the dinosaur dog for the rest of the story. They immediately hide in the storeroom in front of them, and all of them are confused. They argue about what could be going on and what caused it. During this argument, they hear something approaching the storeroom, and the three of them hide behind a shelf. When it enters the storeroom, it is revealed that it is a strange tall woman with very long and bent arms with claws instead of hands. Her face is one of the scariest things the boys have ever seen. Her back is abnormally long and bent. She looks like a witch, and we'll call her the witch for the rest of the story. The witch looks around for some time and then leaves. The boys think twice before coming out, but after a while, Adam gathers the courage and gets out from behind the shelf. James and Ken both persuade Adam to peek through the storeroom door to make sure that it's safe. Adam very carefully peeks through the door and confirms that it is indeed safe. James and Kent come out as well, and all three of them now tries to escape the cafeteria. As far as they know, there are four types of monsters nearby: the black ones, the witch, the dinosaur dog, and the underground worm. As they are getting out of the store, James peeked through the window from which he saw the dinosaur dog earlier. He notices that the street is clear, and although there is blood here and there, the creatures are nowhere to be seen. The three friends live together in the same neighborhood, which is only a mile from the cafeteria. And even though the boys don't even want to look at the street, they muster up the courage and start walking slowly towards their homes. Surprisingly, the boys reach their destination town safely and without encountering a single creature. But when they arrive in front of their homes, they see that their homes are destroyed and there's blood and body parts everywhere. Without a second thought, the three of them immediately start looking for their loved ones. While looking, they spot black stains as if something burned the ground. Suddenly, James and Sorry. Suddenly, James and Adam hears Kent shriek. They both run towards him and find out that Kent found his father's head. Kent was a sensitive fellow from the start. He starts crying badly. Adam and James try to calm him down, but as they are doing so, they spot the black ones running towards them from afar. The three of them start running full speed and try to find a house that is still intact to hide in. And as soon as they spot a house, they see a fireball flying towards them. James goes right, Adam goes left, and Kent ducks. The fireball goes over Kent's head and hit one of the black ones. The remaining black ones keep their distance. The fire is still consuming the black one's body as as they feel the grounds rumble. The three of them immediately understand that it must be the worm creature. The boys quietly go into the house they spotted and hide in it. All of them hide in a place from where they can see the creatures from the window. The fire from the black one's body starts to get up and leave like it's a actual living thing. The movement of the fire around the destroyed houses looks like it's looking for something. The black ones also start looking in a separate place, but they can still be seen through the window. The three of them notices that the witch has also reappeared, but strange enough, the black ones and the witch start fighting between themselves. The black ones are a pack while the witch is alone. The witch, with her razor sharp claws, take down three of the black ones, but the black ones are greater in number and they overcome the witch and bite her to death. The boys notice that the blood of the witch was black in color. Anyways, they keep on hiding and watching the creatures as the creatures kept looking for them. They also found out various other types of creatures and saw some of them fighting and killing one another whenever they encountered each other. The time seemed to have stopped because of the pitch black night. It felt like several days, but the boys couldn't tell how much time had passed. The good news was that the creatures seemed to have left the town. The boys are feeling very hungry and thirsty, so James volunteers to go look for something to eat and drink, and Adam and Kent would provide lookout from the window of the house they were hiding in. James very quietly and carefully leaves the house. At first, they don't notice anything, but as soon as James reaches the street, the ground starts to rumble. At first, James thinks that it must be the worm, but as soon as he's about to run back to the house, he sees the dinosaur dog running towards him. James runs, and as soon as he's about to enter the house, the dinosaur dog catches up to him and gets him into his mouth. Adam and Kent both just witnessed one of their friends dying, but they don't dare to make a sound. Suddenly, a rocket hits the dinosaur right in the head, and its head gets blown to pieces. It dies immediately. The boys watching from the house takes this chance to leave the house and start running. But as soon as they leave the house, they hear a voice from behind asking them not to move. They turn around slowly and see that a man is standing in front of them with a gun pointed at them. You are just kids in their teenage. I'm going to do you both a favor, the man says with a heavy voice. What kind of favor? Adam asks. I'm going to give you guys a quick death instead of you being killed by one of those creatures in the most gruesome way possible. Adam and James beg the man to let go of them after everything they have been through to survive, but the man keeps on persuading them that he's doing them a favor. The man finally pulls the trigger and shoots Kent in the head. Kent dies on the spot. Why are you doing this? Adam asks, weeping. Because it's happening because of me. Me and many others. The man replies. What do you mean? Adam asks. Well, you're going to die anyway, either by my hand or by one of these freaking aliens, so you at least deserve to know the truth. Aliens? Adam asks, surprised. It's the work of some alien nobles. They are like the overlords of space. They ask every planet they go to for species samples of that planet, which they use for God knows what purposes. But if you fail to obey them, they use the creatures of different planets they have gathered and let them loose on your planet for their entertainment. Entertainment? Adam asked, disgusted. They use some strange technology to block the light and make the whole planet some kind of dark arena. Then they let loose some of the most fearsome creatures they have in their stock on the said planet, and then they take the last survivor of that planet and make a trophy out of him. These creatures hunt the planet's inhabitants and they fight in between themselves too. It is a free for all. The last person or creature standing wins and he gets shaped into a trophy. That's what's currently happening on Earth. They came to Earth almost 200 years ago. Only very few of the government officials like me knew about them. At first, we kept providing them with various animals, but they got more and more interested in humans. We had no choice but to keep giving them what they wanted. So we kept abducting more and more people each year, and their needs kept arising for whatever reason, until it reached a point when we simply couldn't provide. Well, you know what happened next. Currently, according to the reports, almost all of the humans on Earth are dead. We got lucky because our area had the smallest number of creatures, and almost all of them killed each other, and that's how we are still alive. So that's what's happening. Happy now? Now let me do you a favor and kill you quickly before one of those damned aliens show up. After explaining everything, the man pointed the pistol towards Adam's head. Adam couldn't believe everything he had heard. Suddenly, both Adam and the man feel the ground rumble. The man tries to run, but he couldn't even go 1 meter before the worm pops out of earth and swallows him whole. After swallowing the man, as soon as the worm tries to go back into the ground, the witch appears behind it and with her sharp claws cut it into pieces. During all this, Adam notices the gun lying right beside him. The man must have dropped it when the worm swallowed him. Adam, without having a second thought, immediately picks up the pistol and shoots at the witch. The bullet hit the witch in the head and she dies. Suddenly, Adam hears a noise coming from the sky. When he looks up, he sees a hole opening in the pitch black sky. The next second, he starts to levitate towards the hole. He panics and tries to resist, but it doesn't help at all. Adam gets pulled into the hole and sees a bright light before everything goes dark. In the end, we see Adam trapped in a nice looking substance decorated with all the other survivors from other planets preserved in time in the form of a trophy. So that's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed the story, and if you want to hear more stories, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you liked the story, please like the video as it helps the channel getting recommended to others. Hope you all have a cold night in a cozy bed. See you all in the next video.